The hatred of the other is natural. There are 3 children. Usually they are grouped into 2 groups, 2 against 1. 2 boys against 1 girl, 2 boys from our neighborhood against the Italian from the other neighborhood. This is natural. Discrimination is a human instinct which has to be addressed and fought. Equality and justice is unnatural. Sharing your sandwich is unnatural. What is natural is that you eat what your mother has given you. And then if you have an overflow, you can give it out. But to share the one sandwich which you got is very difficult and not natural. So that people hate others, and if there are no others, they make internal groups so that they can hate them, is natural. So if you ask me about anti-Semitism, the most basic aspect of anti-Semitism is the hatred of the stranger. And Jews are different. Different people create fear, envy, and other natural instincts. All of them ugly. Explainable, but ugly. Now, Jews are not exempt from these feelings. So there are internal hatred among the Jewish people. The Europeans hate the Orientals hate the Europeans, and all these groups have subgroups. German Jews did not like Eastern Jews. This is a natural phenomenon, just as the Irish people and Italian people in New York. Now, all these aspects of hatredness don't justify the hatred which you get from the other group. By no means. All groups have to fight these instincts which end up in genocide. Not only of Jews. Everybody after the Holocaust should know that discrimination on the street can end up in concentration camps. Or other kinds of discrimination against black people and others. So the fact that the other people are hating you is never an explanation, or how do you say, a justification for you returning them with hatred which you know is ugly because it's based on generalizations and stereotypes which are mostly wrong. Now, the Jewish people are a special case because we are really very deeply different than other people. I think there is no such an expression in any other language like which we say in English, which comes from the Greek, Gentile, which means that there are Jews and there are non-Jews. And the non-Jews have a name. In Yiddish, you call them Goyim. In English, you call them Gentiles, which means that there is a deep feeling from Argentine to Persia. The Jews are a special group. This is in a way an outcome of the fact that we adhere to the notion of being chosen. All right, so we cannot be blamed for being hated. But we can explain in a way that people resent those who are proud of being different. And we should be very proud. So there is not a justification for antisemitism, but there is some kind of an explanation for a mild antisemitism, which means that you resent people thinking that they are chosen. But since the outcomes of antisemitism are so horrible, every person, Jew and non-Jew, has to fight hatred as one of the greatest enemies of humanity, of human dignity. That you don't judge a person according to his association, according to his belonging.